So I'm gonna do a War Aftermath, small little thing here, just before the video of Doc and the stash. I didn't think of making this its whole like separate video because I don't think it's really worthy, and I'm not really gonna mess around with War Aftermath videos unless you know, they do something different with war tokens. Hopefully they do a trade-in for cards next time instead of a wheel. But if they do a wheel again, I would sort of like some collectible characters and whatnot, since most of the 6 stars are pretty useless and everyone's got a Doc now, so very few S class, no, 6 star that are useful anymore. So War Aftermath, why am I making one this week? Well, we got walkers, you know, big shit's gone down, and the wars were insanity. So I'll put the scoreboard on the screen now, you can have a look. But 95% of the wars, I want to say, were at least 100k plus with walkers. Like, and the thing is, we were very evenly matched, like, throughout the weekend. Like, there was no one-sided battles. It was always literally neck to neck, go either way. And I think it just came down to tower work and just communicating who's coining, who's not, who's attacking where and whatnot. So it is mad. We also got 2 wars recorded. Obviously, I can't record all wars because literally these wars were going on for 20-30 minutes easily every time. So I can't really clog up my phone storage. But I did record 2 wars, and these 2 wars were probably some of the best we were in. I got one 250k war, but I wasn't talking because it was 2 a.m. So I'll either commentate over that or speed it up and put music on. I don't know yet. We'll sort of figure that out as we get there. And I got like a 150 or 180 war where yeah, just normally talking and whatnot. So 2 really good wars came out this weekend. It's gonna be some really good uploads when I upload them. Obviously, I got to do the editing process on that, which might take a while considering the 30 to 50 minute long. So we're gonna have to do some heavy editing and heavy watching on that. So I cover up anything I want to, and yeah. So apart from that, Frost is in the roadmap now. So if you want to get him, then you know he's right there. Regarding war tokens, they have been reintroduced, but personally, I don't want to pull on the wheel because I've got everything on there minus the bad characters. So I'm just gonna wait until the next cycle comes around on the war wheel, which I don't think is a good idea. I think they should have like a trade in or like a war token currency that you can trade, let's say 200 war tokens for 2 GPS or something. I just don't think having 6 stars as a war token reward is very valuable anymore because most people are running full S class teams, and if not, it's just like the leader or the buffer that's not. So yeah, that's my opinions on that. Yeah, mad respect to walkers, and this is just the first week of qualifiers. Who knows what's gonna happen next week of qualifiers? It could be another big matchup, or all the big factions might miss each other, or who knows what's gonna happen. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Just in case you were wondering, the the damage that was caused this weekend, I think I'm down 2 and a bit thousand coins and about 40 to 50 cans just from this weekend. So yeah, it's a pretty chaotic weekend. Lost a lot of cans and coins, but yeah, we'll see what happens in the future in qualifiers. Hope you all had first good qualifiers, and onto the Doc versus the Stash situation, and peace. Okay, so in this video we're going to talk about the new Dr. Stevens, or about the Stash. Now, in my opinion, it's very interesting, to say the least. I think Doc is worthy of going for, but then again, I do think the amount of gear in the Stash is also worth it. Obviously, the cards are pretty much half the price of the tokens, so we'll go for Doc real quick. He should be somewhere in here. Don't know where, he should be somewhere. There we go. So Doc, his S class is very interesting to me. So Honor Roll is, I always think Honor Roll is very unique to an extent, because it only applies if you don't get stunned or impaired, right? Which can be a problem in some teams. But every turn you're alive, which you don't get stunned or impaired, you get 20% extra bonus attack. Now, if you got like a heavy damage dealer, that's going to really add up. Like Tobin. Like Tobin was massive. He did so much damage back then. So with an S class, you know, it's going to be ridiculous. So with his 800% damage to one enemy while battling on defense, so he only gets this little bit on defense, he gets 60 crit, 50% defense for 3 turns. Now, what makes me question whether I should go for him or the stash, because I am genuinely on the pillar at the moment, is the fact that he's got on a roll. Now, and his massive amount of damage sort of makes it so he can one-shot pretty much any color, as long as it's modded correctly. Now, what I'm thinking is, maybe not now, but in the future, when the meta or some new characters come out, he could be really nice. Now I'm thinking I can make him pop round 1 if I wanted to. That's instantly 1 person off the board. But then again, I'm also thinking his HP stat is really low, but his defense stat's alright. So I could mod that, but obviously, because he's on a roll and his attack, I kind of want him to go more attack based. But then again, because of on a roll, you can put defense and HP mods on, because for the attack you're missing, his on a roll ability activates, so you gain that back. Also, his active skill is pretty interesting as well, which caught my eye. So, initial cooldown 2, and then a cooldown of 1, and he's got 5 uses. So, this character gains 50% bonus HP and 50% attack for 2 turns, and regains up to 50% of their max HP. Up to 2 teammates recover from heal reduction. Now, he's just basically buffing himself up to be an absolute monster. And if you put like a heal weapon on him, like a full heal weapon where he just keeps gaining HP back and back every turn, I think, because of on a roll and the amount of damage he's got on his adrenaline rush, I reckon he could one-shot someone. So that's why I'm in the middle of picking Doc or not. And also, I haven't got many yellows, so that would be another plus to it. Now we'll go over the stash. And here's the stash. You got like you got about 2,000 Minerva, 2,000 Davy, and what is that? 2,000 Davy? Yeah, 2,000 Davy. I'm pretty sure. And you've got 1,000. What do you call it? 1,000 Rosita cards. So they're all very nice. Personally, I'd probably want Davy. I don't know, I like Davy. I think he looks pretty cool. Rosita is obviously a tank, and then you got Minerva, which I think is pretty trash. Now, the amount of gear you get is pretty good. It's like 25 pieces of that, 8 watches, 8 radios, a lot of yellow gear, a lot of trainers and whatnot. Obviously, it's a lot more expensive to go the token route, and obviously I did see the weapon in the other wheel, which is a 20% one, so which is already 5-star, so it's basically saving you tokens. I think it's really good, but in reality, you've got to be hitting level ups non-stop and any event that pretty much comes out. And level ups I'm struggling tremendously with at the moment, so I'm thinking I'll probably just take the guaranteed Doc, and then whatever left, I'll go for the stash, because I'd rather get something out of the event, and who knows, Doc might become more viable in the future, with a bit of adjusting here and there. So I do think I'll be going Doc in the end. I'm just going to still hold on just to see what happens in the future, but yeah. Tell me what you think you're going to pick, stash or Doc. And if you are going to go for Doc, where do you think you're going to use him? Because I don't think there's much places he's used at the moment. But I'm betting on that he will be more useful in the future. So until the next one, peace.